Okay, today we're going to finish up the last of the lessons for chapter 5. And in this lesson, we're going to solve multi-step problems. And basically, the question is, how do you decide what steps to do to solve a problem? So label the bar model to show each problem, then solve. Okay, so here's the first problem. Cassie has 32 sheets of paper. How many sheets of paper? I'm sorry, Cassie has 32 sheets of paper. She gives Jeff 9 sheets of paper. How many sheets of paper does Cassie have now? Again, she had 32 pieces of paper and she gave away 9 pieces of paper. How many pieces of papers does she have now? So go ahead and use the bar model to illustrate that. Pause the video while you're doing that. Okay, so we know that she gave away 9. The amount that she gave away plus what she does have has to add up to 32 because that's what she had. So we have to find out how many she has. So we could say 32 minus 9 equals how many sheets of paper Cassie still has. So 32 minus 9. Okay, well, I can't take 9 from 2. So I'm going to regroup. Now I have 12 ones. I can take away 9, leaving me 3. And 2 tens take away nothing is 2. So 23. Right? Let's look at the second part of this. Cassie draws 18 pictures. Jeff draws 16 pictures. How many pictures do they draw? Again, Cassie drew 18 pictures and Jeff drew 16. So go ahead and label the bar model and find and solve the problem. Pause the video as you're doing that. Okay, is this what you came up with? I told you Cassie drew 18 pictures and Jeff drew 16 pictures. Well, combined, that's going to tell me how much they have together. So when I look at this bar model, I know that this means I have that these two boxes combined have to equal this. So I can just add 18 plus 16. Well, 8 and 6 is 14. We will regroup that as 110 and 4 ones. And then 1, 2, 3, 3 tens. So 34 pictures. They drew 34 pictures. Okay, let's move on. So remember, bar models help you know what to do to solve a problem. So let's look at this one. Allie has 27 stamps. Matt has 38 stamps. How many more stamps are needed so they will have 91 stamps? How many more stamps are needed? Well, we know that Allie has 27 and Matt has 38. Well, we know that adding them together will tell us how many they have right now. So we need to find out, do they have 91 already? So 38 plus 27. 8 and 7 is 15. We need to regroup that as 110 and 5 ones. 3, 4, 5, 6 tens. Okay, so they have 65 right now. So they don't have 91 yet. So we know that how many stamps they have now, plus how many more they need, has to equal 91. So we can go 91 minus 65 equals how many more stamps they need. Or we could say 65 plus how many more stamps they need has to equal 91. Okay. But either way, we're basically are adding to find the answer. Okay. All right. I'm subtracting to find the answer, not adding. 91 minus 65. Okay, I'm just going to use the traditional regrouping method. I have 1 and I have to take away 5 ones. I can't do that, so let's regroup. All right, now we have 11 minus 5. That gives me 6 ones. 8 tens take away 6 tens, 2 tens. So they need 26 more stamps. Number 1, complete the bar models for the steps you do to solve the problem. And here it says think. What do you need to do or to find first? All right, so we have to read these carefully. Jen has 93 beads. Anna has 46 red beads and 29 blue beads. How many more beads does Anna need to have 93 beads also? How many more beads does Anna need to also have 93? Okay, so what do we know? We know that Jen has 93. And right now we know that Anna has 46 and 29. So let's find out how much Anna does have. Well, 46 red and 29 blue. Well, again, these are side by side and combined, they have to give us this. So let's add those two. 46 plus 29. Well, 9 and 6. I know 9 plus 6 is 15. Regroup. 4 tens plus 2 tens is 6 tens. Plus the regroup 10, 7. 7 tens. So 75. All right, well, Anna has 93. Okay, that's why her bar is longer, right? She has more beads than Anna. Anna has 75. So how do we find out how much more she would need to equal Anna? Well, we can subtract. 93 take away 75 equals how much more she needs. I'm going to count forward this time. 75 plus 5. Okay, so plus 5, I'm at 80. Plus 10, 80 plus 10 is 90. Plus 3, 90 plus 3 is 93. So all I did was go 75 plus 5. That gave me 80. 80 plus 10 gave me 90. 90 plus 3, 93. So I counted forward. So these would be the jumps on a number line if I was using a number line. I can do it in my head as well. So 10 and 5 is 15, plus 3 more is 18. Okay, so she needs 18 more beads. All right, page 271. Complete the bar models for the steps you do to solve the problem. Max has 35 trading cards. He buys 22 more cards. Then he gives 14 cards to Rudy. How many cards does Max have now? How many cards does Max have now? Okay, so we know that he has 35 and he buys 22 more. Well, that's going to tell me how many cards he has. So 35 plus 22. Well, 5 and 2 is 7, and 3 and 2 is 5/10. So he has 57 cards. Then he gives 14 cards to Rudy. So the cards he gave away. And the cards he still has. So this, the amount he gave away, plus how many he still has to still add up to 57. All right, so we, we know that we can subtract to find the missing number. So 57 minus 14 equals what? Freezing a lot today. 57 minus 14. Okay, 7 ones take away 4 ones. We can do that without regrouping. And 5 tens take away 1 10 is 4 tenths. All right, so 43 cards. All right, number 3, I mean. Drew has 32 toy cars. He trades 7 of those cars for 11 other toy cars. How many toy cars does Drew have now? All right, so how many cars does Drew have now? We know he has 32 toy cars. He trades 7 of those for 11 other cars. So he traded 7, right? Plus what would give us 32? So let's subtract 32 minus 7, 25. Okay, so now take the 25. Okay, so in other words, after trading these 7, he has 25, right? That's what we were finding out. He traded 7, leaving him 25. But in return for those 7, he actually got 11. So how many does he have now? He has 25 plus the amount that he received back when he traded. 5 plus 1 is 6. 2 tens plus 1 10 is 3 tens. So he has 36 toy cars now. Okay, number 4. Marta and Debbie each have 17 ribbons. They buy one package with 8 ribbons in it. How many ribbons do they have now? All right, so they each have 17 ribbons. Well, that should be 17 plus 17, right? So what is 17 plus 17? Well, 7 and 7 is 14 ones. We need to regroup that as 1 10 and 4 ones. And then we have 1, 2, 3 tens. Okay, so they have 34. Then they bought a package that had 8. So they have 34. And they give 8 more. So we know that combined, they will give us this missing number. So 34 plus 8 equals how many they have now. Okay, line up the ones. 8 and 4 is 12. Regroup that as 1 10 and 2 ones. 3 and 1 10 is 4 tens. So they have 42 ribbons. All right, last page of chapter 5 before the test. Shelby had 32 rocks. She finds 33 more rocks at the park and gives 28 rocks to George. How many rocks does she have now? How many rocks does she have now? She had 32, found 33 more, and gave 28 rocks. So let's draw our picture to find out how much she had before giving away the 28. Okay, so she had She had 32 rocks. She found 33 more. So combined, that should tell me how many rocks she has now. So 32 plus 33. So this would be the number sentence that the bar model shows. So let's stack it. 3 and 2 is 5. And 3 tens plus 3 tens is 6 tens. Okay, so she has 65. But she gave 28 rocks away. So I'm going to say gave away. So 28 rocks that she gave away plus the rocks that she still has to equal 65. So 28 plus what she has to equal 65. Or we can say 65 minus 28 equals what? The total amount minus how much she gave away will leave how much she has. So again, I'm going to count forward again. So 28 plus 2 is 30. Can I go from 30 to 60? Yeah, by adding 30. So 30 plus 30 is 60. 30, 40, 50, 60. 3 tens. And 60 plus 5 equals 65. So we jumped 30 plus 2 plus 5. Well, 30 and 5 is 35, plus 2 more is 37. Okay, so she still has 37 rocks. Number 6, Benjamin finds 31 pine cones at the park. Together, Jenna and Ellen find the same number of pine cones as Benjamin. How many pine cones could each girl have found? Okay, so Benjamin found 31. Together, Jenna and Ellen find the same number of pine cones as Benjamin. So basically what we're saying is Benjamin found or finds 31 pine cones. So Jenna and Ellen together will equal 31. So 31 is an odd number, right? There's not a pair for 31. So we can kind of just guess and check until we get close to that. So let's say they both found 10. How much is that? Well, okay, that's 20, right? Right? What if they each found 5 more? So that would be 15 and 15 more. 10, 20, 25, 30. Oh, well, you can't find half of a pine cone, right? So one of the girls has to have more than the other. So it doesn't matter which one you put, but it looks like one of the girls found 16 and one found 15. That's one possibility. Other possibilities are 17 and 14, 18 and 13, 19 and 12, 20 and 11. So all I'm doing is adding 1 and taking away 1. And so I could keep going till I got down to like 30 and 1. One girl found 30, the other found 1. So it's up to you. Okay. So there's multiple answers. So I'm going to say Jenna found 16 and Ellen found 15. So but there's different answers. Okay. There's not just one combination. And finally, number 7, Tanya finds 22 leaves. Maurice finds 5 more leaves than Tanya finds. How many leaves do the children find? Okay, so that's Tanya's. Maurice finds 5 more. Okay, so we have to find out how many Maurice finds first before we can figure out how much the children find together. Okay, so 22 plus 5. I can do that in my head. 5 plus 2 is 7, so 27. So Maurice found 27 plus Tanya's 22 equals the total amount of what they found. And 7 and 2 ones is 9 ones. 7 plus 2 ones is 9 ones, and 2 tens plus 2 tens is 4 tens. So 49 leaves. All right, so that's it for chapter 5. So until our next lesson, which will be the first lesson of chapter 6, I will see you soon.